In order to reinforce an area of a sock, another yarn is added to the knitting cycle. One term for this yarn is a splicing yarn. Additional yarn is used in those areas subjected to the greatest wear, or when a logo, design, or some other desired effect is needed. Machine manipulation of the cylinder needles is required so that the yarn is placed only in the desired areas. Typical reinforcement points are areas of the ankle above the heel and the sole portion of the sock. The outer perimeters of the toe can also often be reinforced. If the heel is reinforced, this area is commonly called the high heel or spliced heel. When reinforced, the sole is referred to as the double sole. A heavier fabric is thus formed in these places by the introduction of the extra yarn. The splicing yarn may be on the outside or inside of the sock. The introduction point and tensions on the yarns are critical to guarantee the placement of the yarn. This is referred to as plaiting. Plaiting is a method of knitting fabrics with one kind of yarn on the face and another on the back. Generally speaking, a decided difference in the tension of the two yarns and the location of yarn feeding are the most important features of successful plaiting. The plaiting carriers are provided with two holes through which the yarns are passed. If plaited, the splice will be on the inside of the sock tube. In this yarn-dyed argyle pattern, the colors are knit on the face of the fabric, and a white stretch yarn is plaited to knit behind the colored yarn. The stretch yarn is seen only on the back of the fabric. Typically in socks, the areas of stretch have the stretch yarn plaited on the back of the fabric, which is the inside of the sock. The plaited yarn may or may not knit on all needles. In the case of fake rib on socks made on the cylinder only, the stretch yarn is knit on some needles and not on others. The loops that do not have the stretch yarn will be pushed to the face of the sock, giving a rib appearance.